At 10:18, your phone lights beside the task you chose. You check it without thinking. Now you must begin again. This film makes that loop less automatic. You are not weak because it happens. Attention is repeatedly asked to switch. When switching becomes the default, beginning again becomes the work. The cost is easy to miss. A task can remain open for an hour while your mind visits it in fragments. You reread the same line, you reopen the same tab. You reach evening, tired, with little finished, and call yourself lazy. A better question is, what kept reopening the door again? Do not turn this into a story that phones have ruined everyone's brain. Research on smartphone habits and cognition is mixed and still developing. Phones help people navigate, learn, work, and connect. The useful distinction is smaller. A useful tool can still create an unhelpful default.
A notification is not just information. It is a cue arriving in the middle of an intention. One field study examined nearly 10 million smartphone notifications from 922 people. It found that interaction patterns differed by time of day and app category. The researchers note that some apps can schedule prompts for moments when a person is more likely to respond. That does not make every alert manipulative. A message from family may matter. A calendar reminder can protect your day. But being noticed is useful to the system that sent a prompt. Whether it deserves this moment of your attention is a different decision. Those prompts do not have to be sinister to be consequential. Attention is finite. An interruption changes the task currently holding your mind, then asks you to rebuild it after the prompt is gone. Here is the mechanism: cue, response, return, then another cue. The cue might be a vibration, a bright screen, or simply seeing the phone near your hand. The response is opening it before you have decided why. The hidden cost comes after. The work in front of you has to regain its place. You refine the sentence, reconstruct the thought, and negotiate with the task again. Repeat that loop often enough, and concentration can feel like a trait you do not have. It may be more useful to begin with the environment than with self-judgment. The phone is not the villain. You do not need a purity ritual. You need fewer negotiations during moments you already decided matter. Some notifications belong. A message from family, a travel change, an appointment you chose deliberately. Let those through. Other prompts have no claim on the exact minute you are working. You can decide that before the task starts, while your mind is not being pulled. A boundary is a pre-decided answer to a question that otherwise arrives at the worst possible time. It is not a dramatic identity change, a new app, or permanent refusal of contact. You choose it once ahead. That is the counterpoint. Attention needs boundaries, not isolation. The goal is not zero interruption. It is making interruption answer to your intention whenever that is possible.
For 1 week, start a 25-minute block by writing the task on paper. Keep calls and messages you need. Remove prompts from feeds, stores, games, and news. Put the phone outside arm's reach. Distance turns reflex into decision. When the urge arrives, write one word: urge. Return to the task for 2 more minutes. This is not a test of perfect focus. It adds a gap between cue and response. The urge can remain. The phone stays useful when the block ends. For 2 minutes, the next action belongs to you. Small recovery of authorship. What interrupts you is not automatically important. What you return to is a practiced choice. Follow for the next field note. Why comparison can feel like a verdict when it is only information in disguise on your screen.